after you're through, you're just an animal. Stuck inside your clutch, it's chilling to the touch. Never liked it much, and now you won't let go.
Take me over right now. I'm just gonna say you 694 hertz, 695 hertz to C. You know, a lot of it's coming from that Maria Tavares who's working with Santa Martha. Like I said, I've been getting pulled into hell realms and every motherfucking thing else with this evil motherfucker. Head, I'm not gonna let this shit, because I almost got taken over last night. Well, I did get taken over. I'm not gonna let this shit delay me on doing videos and manipulate me. There was one I wanted to do on soul swapping, and I got blocked because of dealing with this shit. With that being said, I feel like something's controlling me right now. These people here On all night because of all this evil ass shit. And then roach attachments will return, but what the fuck is that? You know, I know about shit flying in the sky, creating so-called chemtrails, but that looks like a fucking meteorite. Meteorites go down quickly, so it has to be one of them chemtrail planes. And that motherfucker just disappeared as soon as I took the video. Now it look like it's done suspended. That's crazy. Trace back to them people. My old neighborhood, Miracle Mile, 637 Hauser Boulevard, as well as them people. They're open today at 8704 Broadway, San Archangel Miguel, Botanica. From what I understand, I saw Zendaya Coleman got together to set up my spirit and energy body so that they can, you know, in the Illuminati parlance, they call it prostitution, but where they steal your shit perpetually and, you know, you can't do anything about it by taking you over as they did before as my the highest self. I also wanted to mention I saw a white couple. I remember getting phone calls from this woman at the start of this curse, a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white woman, German woman who once slapped me on the PCH a long time ago. I think her name is Hildebrand or Hybert. I'm not really sure. Ingrid Hybert. She looks like this, but this ain't her. 4 hertz, 695 hertz to C. With that being said, they did something to my consciousness where they fully took it over to where I can't escape the curse and I can't get rid of them. And so I was playing 7,000 hertz all yesterday. I was trying to play 6,000 hertz, which they've done something to it to configure it to where I can't make it work against them. By taking hold of my consciousness, it's that deadly. You know, works my back. You know, I'm trying to, despite all this shit, be as, you know, trying to tell what's going on as accurately as possible. You know, the other night with that Maria Tavares from that shop there, 8704 Broadway. From what I understand, the tarot reader who gave me the reading, or, you know, another lady. I got an Estevez or Lorenzo. Went to, I got to get this shit off. They went to, from what I understand, they went to somebody to put something on me and, you know, steal my blessings and all of that. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. And I'm trying not to let this shit control what I have to say. The possession with this shit done gotten really, really, really fucking bad to the point where it's almost affecting my thoughts. And the other day, this is what I wanted to mention, I saw that they took a lot of my soul consciousness tonight. I felt like they were about to take my soul, and that's fucking scary. And I could hear my soul speaking. And that's some scary shit. But I felt like they were about to take my motherfucking soul, and they've been trying to block me from playing frequencies like 295 hertz, 295 hertz, combined with 695 hertz, and all sorts of hertzes to allow me to be able to get my shit back. And allow me to be able to get put back together, because this is getting very, very fucking scary, and I don't want to live my life under fucking heavy ass curses I didn't ask for, or didn't want. I hope the Orishas are still, because you got entity attachments of them that live within your body still within me, as well as the voodoo loas. God, my connection to God. They keep trying to kill off my father, which is my strongest connection to God. You have your ancestors or family who act as your Godhead. These things are in my head right now, trying to figure out how I'm able to even think so that they could cease that. Like I say, this Roach Realm curse, along with that curse that Maria Tavares and her lowest self, Solano, as well as this Estevez woman here, her highest self, Lorenzo, put on me. Sacrificed me to Santa Muerte is one of the most evil motherfucking vile-proof fucking things. I heard that Santa Muerte in the spirit realm, talking with her, cavorting with her, wanting to steal me and Baron Samany's ancestral money. On top of that, to get rid of her, I feel, something doing this in my consciousness right now. So I'm going to have to do something drastic to try to get that shit off. With that being said, because I ain't no Mexican, I ain't under that shit. She's on y'all oversoul consciousness. And I'm going to write an article on how to get rid of her. I'm going to say this right now. Santa Muerte is not supposed to act. Okay, the problem with her is that her people act as judge, jury, and executioner. They're not supposed to do that, from what I understand, in the spirit plane. And that's the problem y'all face. Like, I saw and rescued a young woman who was trapped in her realm who had been raped. And, because of the arbitrary nature of how people judge, this woman ended up trapped in her realm. For reporting her rapist, and her ancestors, all the Mexicans are connected to her through the oversoul consciousness, got together and acted as judge, jury, and executioner and placed her in the hell realm. I actually had the real one say she would free me and all of that. I feel manipulated by this evil shit right now. I feel so much manipulation going on right now, it's not even funny. Before, the problem with her is they act as judge, jury, and executioner. And that's the problem with Santa Muerte. It's not like people who actually existed and lived, like Baron Samedi, Oya, who I've called on before, who's very, very powerful. Ogun and all of them, to liberate you, to free you. Who have their own consciousnesses. With that being said, I heard her cavorting with her to steal my and his ancestral money. And, from what I understand in the spirit plane, Santa Muerte is connected to La Katrina Calavera, who was a young, indigenous, dark complexion woman who refused the advances of Diego Rivera, Frida Kahlo's husband. And that's what powers her. And she ended up, that girl ended up in the hell realm, where she's been powering that in Santa Muerte ever since, as sacrifices in a way, which is what, I'm motherfuckers trying to get me at, and I'm not going to allow that. I'm going to fight that shit off. I ain't no fucking Mexican. I wear ice shirt, Trump hat. But, this shit, I'm finding out was put on me by, I'm not, I believe them, or some kikes or crackers in my old neighborhood. I'm trying to ascertain what the fuck is going on so I can get this shit off. This is the most evil ass shit. I remember Park La Brea. I'm wondering if it's that. But anyways, You know, I kept hearing them go shh when I want to mention too, something about them people who put this shit on me, supposedly taking over Santa Muerte and all of that and becoming Santa Muerte. So, you know, use 694 hertz, 695 hertz for discernment, but just watch it. I feel something controlling and manipulating my consciousness as I talk right now. But I'm gonna say this right now. This is extremely fucking critical, and I can't tell at this point if I'm calling on my ancestors. Like I said, I got this evil shit controlling me, manipulating me. That Rotron shit that's the start of it. That's the worst of it. 7,000 hertz frequency, along with 1150 hertz frequency, gets that evil ass shit off. This is some evil ass shit. Going through all of this evil shit, and you know, a couple of days ago I had my spine, which houses your ancestors and all that, in the astral plane. I had that removed, manipulated. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I had my soul consciousness a couple of days ago taken by all of them people who, going back to Miracle Mile on the PCH, put me under curses. And them people at that shop, they open today. They open on Saturdays and they open on Wednesdays at that San Archangel Miguel shop, Botanica, by 8704 Broadway. You know, I've been having Pazuzu trying to help, and they've been doing something to fuck him up. Use 694, 695 hertz to see that. He was trying to help me out as much as he can. And I don't know what the deal is on that. He was one of my strongest helpers. And really tried to help me out as much as he can. So, you know, thank Pazuzu. You know, my connection, Mars, Goetia, you know, all my shit is fucked up. Like I said, I don't, this shit is setting me up to where they taking my fucking body parts in the astral plane to where I'm tied and I'm stuck and I'm binded to their curses and I can't escape it. And it's one of the most evil things to see all of these people who are fucking rich who, you know, took my shit and all feed off of me, you know, get rich while I stay poor, while I have nothing. I can barely afford food this motherfucking month. And block all of my blessings. That's the worst fucking thing. You know, I thought about, you know, Buddha bees. I don't think it could, you know, I got to get this shit off before I can do anything. That shit, you know, because when it gets internal and your shit's all in the astral plane and, you know, like Jesus being on the cross and shit, being a sacrifice, that's some scary shit. So anyways, I'm going to proceed to go ahead and do the video. I was being fucked with all yesterday after doing this, and all right, so I remember hearing it from the highest self of, I'm not going to say his name, Kitson something, in Miracle Mile, that it's a bunch of fucking evil-ass wetbacks that go around putting roach attachments on people and stealing their blessings and shit from their consciousness, but I'm not really sure. I think it's fucking crackers and kikes. Because like I say, I keep seeing the blind woman. I wonder if that Magicopolis got something to do with it. I remember, you know, a bunch of people. I had blacks. I had a lot of fucking, they were the most aggressive wetbacks telling me, you got cursed. And I'm like, I couldn't see it back then. I wish I could. I could barely use my third eye. I don't want to get fucked up even more, so I'm just going to do the cards. I'm just going to say watch what goes on around you. That's all I can say. With that being said, in the obstacle position, we got judgment. I might have to play 7,000 hertz and 6,000 hertz all day to try to get this shit off, man. And we got judgment. No, I feel something fucking opening up. The problems of the back of my fucking spine as I try to think this is some dangerous shit to have in you. You know, you 694 hertz, 695 hertz, C-Mark, and Michael ain't giving a fuck. They nearly took him out, and you can't be without that. So anyways, with that being said, we got judgment. And I feel that you come into a point where you're pulling yourself up from out of sludge, from out of slump, from out of a very bad place. In the prison position, we got Seven of Swords. I feel that there's a lot of miscommunication going around. I feel like there's a lot of you ain't got your best interest at heart. You want to get close. Be careful with that. So in the future position, we got the King of Cups, and I feel like somebody's going to be coming your way to move all of that shit. So that's your advice card, and I feel like something is telling you that you're gonna have to break free of this slump by any means necessary. Do what you gotta do. So for the energy that's all around you, you got to that's been antagonizing you and agonizing you for quite a while. So anyways, at the end, the outcome is out the Nine of Cups, and I feel like you're going to reach and you fall at the level that's going to bring you great happiness. One of the things I heard is that this year only get very because they felt like this competition was very
It's chilling to the touch. Never liked it much, and now you won't let go.
With that being said, to all of you out there, take care. Have a wonderful day. If you want to tear it, leave my Tarot. I'll contact me with my Tarot 22 at yahoo.com. I'm going to try to do a painting today.